Hi everybody, this is Jennifer from Dandelion Homestead. Today I'm doing a collaboration with Haywire Homestead on being connected to your food. Here at Dandelion Homestead, we're connected to our food. We have 6 ducks. 4 of them are for laying eggs and 2 are males. In the springtime, we're going to use the incubator and hatch out the eggs, and any male ducks are going to be processed or harvested, however you want to call it, and the females will also keep for more eggs. We'll probably do this a couple times in the summer, and we'll also have meat chickens, which I'm going to order to be delivered probably mid-February, around the time that I start some of the seeds inside. This way it's not too busy and it's still cooler, and then when spring comes they can have their last few weeks outside scratching in the grass and enjoying the sun the way chickens are supposed to. The reason I said it like that is because I've seen quite a few documentaries lately on how the chicken is grown in the United States. The chicken you buy from the supermarket, which is disgusting. Yeah, I said it. After seeing documentaries like Food Inc. and how the chicken is actually grown is just incredible. They have thousands of chickens in a building, and they like to say that it's cage-free because they're not in cages, but they're pretty much just walking around a building on top of each other, barely enough room to walk. You know, they lay their eggs, etc. Same goes for meat chickens. I've seen documentaries where there's barely enough room for them to walk around. Like, the farmer will walk around and, take out the dead bodies. It's just disgusting. It's inhumane. It's not cool at all. And, I know I sound, probably a little bit crazy, but it's disgusting. That is not the way that I think God intended us to raise animals. Chickens should be able to see the sun. They should feel love. And I know a lot of people are thinking, how can you butcher something or harvest something that's a pet? Technically, they're not pets. Just because you show them love, affection, and appreciation, they're not pets like you would consider your dog or your cat. If you're American, because I know some people eat dog, but I'm just saying, they're not the same kind of pet. But the reason this stuff is important, just because I think it's inhumane the way animals are treated by these large corporations. I really think, just like any other large corporation, they don't really care about your overall health. At the end of the day, they just want to make a buck. So that's why I think that it's really more important that if you can't grow it, go to your local orchard, go to your local farmer's market. Those people have pride in what they're doing. Yes, they are trying to make money to survive, but I can guarantee you the same apples that they're eating are the same apples that you're eating. Same chicken they're eating, it's the same chicken they're eating. I don't think that these people who own these big corporations are eating the same Purdue chicken that you're eating. I'm pretty confident they're not, especially if they watch the Netflix documentaries like I did. But, so, we have 6 ducks, which I probably already told you about, for eggs and meat, and they'll be breeding, and we'll be harvesting the male ducks that grow out, and we're getting 20 meat chickens in mid to late February, and then I'll probably get another 20 in September. I'm not going to get them in the summer where it's super raging hot, and no. But we are going to grow 25% of our own food this year. And I know that doesn't seem a lot, but I have 6 people in my house, but I'm also including my mother and my brother who do not garden. My mother, she's never gardened. I don't know why I have this homesteading, yes, I need to do this because neither of my parents are like that. But I want to help my mother out by growing her healthy food. So I'm growing it for her and my brother as well. So technically, I'm growing 25% of the food for 8 people. I've already planned my garden for next year. And by me growing it, I don't have to worry about calling my mom and be like, yeah, Mom, I got a recall. That's another topic that has sort of got me just a little bit sore. About a month and a half ago, normally I bake my cake from scratch, but it was late at night and my daughter said, Mom, I'm going to bake cupcakes. And I'm like, all right, just go get a Duncan Hines box. Well, we did. That was a few weeks ago. 2 days ago, I got a phone call from a 1-800 number, and Duncan Hines has a recall on the box of cake mix that I bought a few weeks ago. Well, gee, that helped me considering we ate the box of cake 3 weeks ago. If I would have just used my organic flour that I usually buy and made the cake myself, I wouldn't have had that issue. But none of us were sick, thank God. Like, it's just incredible with the recalls anymore. Like, the romaine lettuce from Arizona and the spinach, and there was something else I saw on the news. Like, come on, people. Like, it's just insane. So we'll have ducks. We'll have duck eggs. We'll have chicken. I'm also thinking of adding quail within the next month or so. I'm just trying to do a little more research so I know everything. Quail will be for eggs at first and maybe eventually for meat if I have young kids, so I sort of have to they know how the whole harvesting and butchering process goes. But with new animals, they want to learn as much as they can about the animals. So I'm going to take the whole harvesting thing just a little bit slow for quail, especially because they're so small and cute. But the quail, the number one intention for the quail is eggs. Yes, they are very small eggs, but this is a project that I can give my children, and they can sort of take on as their own because the animals are so small. I'm trying to teach my children to raise their own food. Even if when they grow up, they don't want to do it. At least I have taught them the skills and the respect and the importance of animal raising. I really don't like how people have treated animals and how they're just, I don't even know how to explain the stuff that I've seen on documentaries. And I know a lot of people saying, oh, all documentaries aren't true. No, don't want to hear it. Like, you know who owns these large corporations for feeding people. It's the richer people, and the richer people, they just want to get rich. They just want to make money, and that's what they're doing. So they're not going to have the pride that a local farmer is going to have. I cannot grow my own cow because I only have a little over a quarter acre. So there's a local farm by me that has grass-fed beef. They have raw milk, cheese, the whole nine. So that's where I get my cow. Well, my quarter cow. Or you can get an eighth or a half, whatever you need. I am also going to put a little link in my playlist in case somebody sees this and they say, oh yeah, I can't grow my own beef, but I'd like to find a local person. So I'm going to include a link where you can just put in your state and what you're looking for, and it'll provide you with a list of people who signed up to let you know in their farms that, they have what you're looking for. So just because you can't grow it doesn't mean there is not a healthy option to get it. And the good thing about when you buy a quarter of cow, it comes from the same cow. In the supermarket, they slaughter tons of cows and it's sort of together. So you don't know. You could get 100 different pieces from the same cow. I mean, different cows, but, the same piece of meat. We're not even going to talk about meat glue. Look that up if you want. But it's just these things that we're putting into our body. We're putting into our children's body. So we really need to focus on that and get back to raising our food the way we're supposed to. Like the pride of just creating something from start to finish. It's just a beautiful thing. And it's something that I really want my children to take pride in and to learn. Even though at the moment, the only thing my 10-year-old takes pride in is stealing raw green beans off my counter. So next year, I told him already that he has to grow all of the green beans since he was the green bean thief last year. I would, be outside harvesting green beans for like an hour, bring them in, and then he'd just be in there just eating them raw. I can tons, but canning is a good way to preserving your food. Dehydrating, I love dehydrating. The other day I was dehydrating apples because I buy organic, non-GMO oatmeal to make in the morning, and say if I have dehydrated apples or dehydrated strawberries, I put them in my oatmeal, and that's what I eat for breakfast. So even if I don't have fresh apples, these apples were fresh, they were local, I just dehydrated them to preserve them, and in the nice oatmeal, they come back to life. But that's the end of my rant on being connected to your own food and why I think it's important. I am not as great as posting my ideas as other people out there or editing videos, but I can say all of the other homestead channels that are on this collaboration are absolutely wonderful. So check out their channels. If you like them, give them a thumbs up, subscribe to them, and please come back and watch more videos for my journey and watch as I learn how to edit videos. Thank you.